the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Breaking story every the Ecowas court in Abuja. Aba na breaking story we indeed even more than 40 minutes and sana yensa kind a be breaking story na as and when information for be pimbia ye be break it for ye be kaya the minority leader Honorable Afenyo Makin na during the vetting of Justice Bafo-Boni, the Chief Justice now or prevent say process na be go through no say adenti no mon train Ecowas court for omu ruling emba ansana ometime hu say the case Justice Torkonoo e dey akokopie mo Ecowas court no omo the ruling biaba ni hu say oh this is the way Ghana can go now in its justice system. Esa na Ecowas court no obuno edintia. Now go ahead say okwa swear in a chief justice. Na Ecowas court no ka say Madam Justice Torkonoo odibema na oyeneden. Now oyeneden means that you've rendered the judgment in the moot. But omontie and go ahead with the swearing in of Justice Bafo-Boni. And then 19th November 2025, Ecowas court edi ruling aba. Now Ecowas court in ruling now omu de aba na say Ecowas court rejects Torkonoo's request to probe committee meetings. In summary, Justice Torkonoo edi Justice Primary Committee omejumedi omu ye President Mahama epa omu say establish a prima facie case against Justice Torkonoo. Omunye investigations. No munfa preliminary suggestions and recommendations. President Mahama. And based on that, undecided say obeyine and as onyine and as or the another Chief Justice Beba and offer another Chief Justice Ba. Justice Torkonoo eka say committee no jumedie na enye adia etwanekwem eto de kopiem we Ecowas court say Ecowas for court for enye hwehwemu no mumfa ruling ba Ecowas court for etie Justice Gertrude Torkonoo's application and the ruling about now ye be kind kakra amam. The Ecowas Court of Justice has dismissed former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo's application seeking temporary prohibition orders to halt the work of the committee that investigated her removal from office. The court also rejected a preliminary objection from the government of Ghana, which argued that the regional court lacked jurisdiction to hear the case. Into two things, and a court the ruling about. First one, and it said Justice Torkonoo ni application to the Ecowas court. So onye hwehwemu into Justice Primary Committee omejumedi sene fata no obabo sa application probe no atwatwene. But another government of Ghana Minister of Justice Dominic Ayine edi another preliminary objection be ekoto at the time Justice Torkonoo edi case ne ekodam Ecowas court to say omu need jurisdiction so on be here this application from Justice Torkonoo. And also omabu to go say the Ecowas court was jurisdiction so on betimatana such a matter so into omu jitu mu say omu jurisdiction and omu bo Dominic Ayina preliminary objection etotune. Now so in hearing the preliminary objection omu bo to go no omu san so abo the prayer or the two courts in him say onye hwehwemu into Justice Primary Committee ejumedie. Now Justice Torkonoo applied after President constituted a committee chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott Primary to inquire into the matters that eventually led to her removal and the swearing in of her successor Justice Paul Bafo-Boni. In its ruling on Wednesday, November 19, 2025, the Ecowas court held that although the former Chief Justice had established a prima facie case alleging human rights violations, she failed to demonstrate the agency required for the court to issue a temporary orders stopping the committee's proceedings. Enti argument Justice Torkonoo edeko PMO ewo Ecowas court, the main argument then say there were human rights violations. Human rights violations, they say, yeah, Gigi ni phone, yeah, prevent ni other witnesses, so brim now witnesses of the prosecutor, the omo kwine, so rim. Sani men na a constitute human rights violations in the sight of Justice Torkonoo. Court establishes sa Nsem no oka no enye hurodu rather sembi no oka, or establish a prima facie case against the government of Ghana. Now so in hearing also one move of Felix or demonstrate agency are required for the court to issue temporary orders from stopping committee's proceedings. In spite of all these issues, what demonstrators said they are human rights violations. No, until me establishes say Ecowas court in say Justice Puamai Scott or Mejumedi Omoyeno or Monfa embargo bi enyede. And so the judges noted that despite being suspended on April 22nd, 2025, and fully aware of the ongoing processes, she waited 3 months before filing her motion, undermining her claims of imminent and irreparable harm. You see, Otrenya Obotuho almost suspended in April 22nd, 2025. Or tenase and one fan by Ecowas court. Interpreter said there's no sense of urgency. Say, what go through the processes with the Supreme Court of Ghana, what go through the processes with the High Court of Ghana, and who say dibim and they have PM where Ecowas court. And yet to say the Supreme Court of Ghana and High Court and as a court of appeal, no, or more years, or they are abusing your rights so much so that Ecowas for Ezobubijim. That is the point of view of the judges of the Ecowas court. Now, the court also addressed a separate objection by Ghana's Attorney General, who argued that the matter was sub judice because related issues were before a Ghanaian court. The Ecowas court disagreed, describing the objection as misplaced. Senior kind Ghana's Attorney General Dominic Ayine say courts now, Supreme Court of Ghana, the Court of Appeal, the Court of High Court nina hear this matter inti sub judice Ecowas court no and then anye adwen baako. Now according to the ruling, the application before the regional court concerns alleged violations of Justice Torkonoo's human rights during the suspension and removal process, and does not seek to review or overturn any decision of a Ghanaian court. The judges further clarified that the sub judice principle applies only when a matter is awaiting judgment elsewhere, not merely because two cases share similar facts. In the court, and say, overturning any decision made by the Supreme Court of Ghana, overturning any decision made by the High Court of Ghana, overturning any decision made by Justice Puamai Scott Committee. Now, Dominic Ayine so sub judice principle the ko PMO Ecowas court and say na court no a friend is saying Supreme Court hear this particular case, so there's no need for Ecowas court say bebem say dabi, and yes na it only is a matter say case ye here no to a substantial period in a particular court na ye train judgment. And no now this sub judice principle on the because say two facts of the case APM in 2 quarters, it is the sub judice principle does not apply. The court concluded that it has jurisdiction to determine the substantive matter, having established existence of prima facie human rights claim. It therefore declared that the main application admissible and directed the Attorney General to file a response. Until this is the breaking story, a PMO from Abuja, Aba, with regards to Justice Torkonoo, the application on probe into Justice Scott Poamai committee. Yebeko Nsem-Pii.
Be the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.